Greetings, fellow foundationers. Welcome back to Sleepy Hollow. It is, well, a bleak day, as we can see. There's lots of rain coming through right now, even though, well, we are in spring. So actually, it should be nice, shouldn't be? The weather should be nice, but it's unfortunately not really, at least not for now. Doesn't matter though. My people are still completely happy, still a bit sleepless, perhaps, during the night, but at least they live, I guess, somehow. Alright, I don't think that sleeping pills have existed back then in these days. Now, we do have a new type of mission available here that is really cool, and it is a military mission. Now, the military mission, help is requested, my lord. Things are boiling up between the realm and our evil neighbors. I personally don't know what it's all about, but the king is requesting your help. We can prepare this one, we can think about it, and we can say no. Let's just keep thinking about it, and let's get cracking on a wooden keep. We do need this if we want to start with a military. The wooden keep, well, as I said, I would like to have it here in my mountainous area, and I think there is a nice spot for it. Do we actually have... We do have stone extensions then to that, but I think for the first one we do need the core module that I can add then to where we actually start with it, right? So here we have it. This gives me now as a new one the Kingdom Splendor. So that is something that we do need. 70 planks, just the core building. That is really, really expensive. And with that we can then add a decoration on top of it. I actually do like this one here, so there is a nice roof on top of that. Also where people can shoot down if they wish to. We also have, well, the door, of course, which is not only decorative, but I think it is really needed. So let's get us a nice door in here. That's 90 planks. And I think that's it for now. If we want to get more stuff up here, like extensions, like a wall around it perhaps, we will need to spend a bit more than here. Also more planks, of course, and stuff like that. And I mean, well, it's my full intention here of really get this one cracking. But I think we should really be on our way with this one here. So let's start with the core building. 90 planks it costs. It's a bit far away, right? So here is our latest or closest warehouse, and here we have our builder hut, so the builder workshop. Let's actually, can we assign? We cannot assign anyone. We have full occupation right now, so it's definitely going to take a while because it's a bit further outside, but I think it's going to look epic here in the mountains with everything really, and it's a nice protection then for the village. Now, another thing is that my common wares are constantly at 0, right? We just don't get enough for the people that we have. Oh, another 4 are joining. And the common wares workshop, these guys here, they are consuming a lot of iron. So tools, planks, this is fine. We're producing a lot of that. But iron is something that we don't have so much, and we do need to change all about it. So for iron, we do have one iron deposit mine here. Oh, by the way, my next wheat farm has been built, and we definitely will need this. Now the 4 villages are coming in handy, so we can now get this one working, right? So this one is now officially starting its work, and this one here also too, right? So the 4 that just joined, we have jobs for them right away. And this one needs its crop fields, that's here, and it's also overlapping with the other one, right? Like so. But that should be fine. We'll just see about that. Now, about the iron deposits, we do have a couple of them here. What we can do is we can definitely expand this one here by 1 more. This one costs me a bit. Let's do this. And then I think this one should be within our territory already, right? Requires this one. Okay, the second spot is outside the territory. This one is within it. So we can at least build one here still. That's good to know. So that's for my second iron mine that we will need to build then at some point. With that, we have 2 ongoing constructions. That's actually pretty fine. Aha. And what we can also see here is that my villagers are already on their way up here, because we see a path forming. And by the way, there used to be an outlaws camp. It's gone, right? So up here, there was something. I guess he just gave up on it, or he was captured in the process, and a snowstorm just got rid of him entirely. Perfect though. Perfect for us. The wooden keep already has almost all its resources. This is faster than I thought it would be happening. And the builders are also hard at work. Perfect. So the keep is coming along after all, and we might actually finish it before the military mission here expires. And then we could hopefully send someone on to these missions there. Boy, that's a lot of stone coming in. I will get rid of one of them. We certainly don't need that much stone anymore. It's good. It's really good. So having a stone surplus is just fine. This one has no miners at all. Alright. And this one has still 4 miners now. I was actually saying finishing up. Perfect, so he's finishing up now. We want to finish this one here and then assign someone to that. Gorgeous views all around the village there, really. Beautiful game. A new month, we can have some promotions. We have so much money that I think we can really just spam any kind of promotion there. There's also so much money coming in at the moment thanks to the markets. And yeah, that's a lot of promotions there. Have fun, citizens. Have fun with it. The beer is still dropping, so another brewery might be needed. Holy cow, I mean, right, this one here was capped now with the wheat, and we have now 2 additional wheat farms, so it should be coming in a bit more faster, or a bit faster there overall, so that's hopefully working out. 2 more villages coming, so these are the ones for the iron mine right away. And since 2 churches are not going to last forever, we have 135 now, so this one has 50 as capacity, this one has 65, so we are actually already above the limit for our churches again, and I certainly don't want to have that service penalty once more. Also, we still need a few more clergy splendor points for the monastery, right? So for that, we do need a 3rd church that I would like to build now, and there we have it really, and I think we could have it on this hill here too, so there is a nice spot really. This area there, I think, beside the fair and beside my Lord Manor, here, overlooking then also the valley behind it. Or we could have it here, closer to the farms and stuff like that. We have 2 decisions there to make. How's the residential zone looking? It's looking really good. People, we could have it here, to be honest. Also, now that I see it, this lumber camp here, we probably need to move. So we are going to move this one a bit further over here where we have more forests, right? Also, it has a very negative attraction. So let's have it here in the closer to the farms and stuff like that. It can definitely be a bit further outside. It's really not needed anymore so close to my village. Plus, we're never really running out of wood or planks. It's just a very, very high production there. Actually, we do have this area available there, right? So it's actually really made for a church because it's fitting in so nicely. Of course, with some extensions, we're going to have some towers again and also some decorations perhaps and a cross. Stuff like that, but still overall we can make this one work with that. So I should say let's go ahead and squeeze in a church into this area there. That can work out just fine like so. We can of course, yes, as some of you have said, increase the size or the tallness of this building up to, I think, unlimited. I think it is actually unlimited, right? This would be quite a big church for my taste. I'm not that God-fearing, so we are probably going to make it like this one here, right? So it's still a bigger building. It still gives me 1 additional clergy splendor that we need, and then we are going ahead with the towers left and right. So there is the tower, and of course the tower is going to be a bit bigger, and that's totally fine then, right? So the tower can really be massive in comparison. We're going to add stone towers because we also get some nice splendor bonuses out of that. This is now looking like a proper church, right? Not like these chapels there. That's a chapel in comparison to this bad boy. And let's add us a nice door in front of it. This is 12 clergy points. Now let's just check. We have 23 right at the moment. We do need 50. So 27 is missing. That's not going to work. Should we really make it endlessly tall? But unfortunately, there's no more points that we can get out of this one here. I will need more churches then. I mean, I could make it taller, but come on, I'm not doing that. We are rather just going to use it like that. 88 stone, 65 planks, we can afford that, and 16 tools. There you go. A new massive production coming up, or building coming up right here in the center. Meanwhile, I think, yes, this one has been finished. Let's assign 2 more people to that. So we have 4 iron miners now working for us. And the other one was the lumber camp hut. There it is. This one here has now the woodcutters, so we can now reassign the woodcutters that we already have working, right? And we can get rid of this lumber camp. Get away with that. Just not needed. Let's get rid of the fence there as well. And it's definitely looking a bit nicer now, and attraction levels will rise, which is actually the goal for this whole area, because after all, we want more people here as well. Close to the sheepies then. And also here overlooking those cliffs. They might... Nope, that's actually fine. They're close enough. And for decorations, we could then, in order to make this area a bit more beautiful, also add some nice trees here along the fence. Perfect. And then perhaps a well. Because I think the well by now is also raising attraction. Here at this crossing at this corner there, let's have a well as well. Lots of productions really, and lots of constructions. And a little bit later, once again it's raining, and also the church is being built or is under construction. We see some progress here, that's very nice, and it's definitely going to take a while here. Also, as we can see, a bit more iron ore is now coming in. I hope this helps with smelting more iron ingots that we need then for the common wares. So hopefully this one is stabilizing a bit. We're at 12 at the moment, not so good yet, right? But what is good actually is that Brad is not looking so grim anymore. Still, I would like to make sure, and we're going to build a second bakery. Also, they're joined some villages again, and we need to continue providing workspace and workplaces. And the bakery is not reducing attractiveness of the surrounding areas. So I thought, why not place it here between the brewery and my people living here then, right? Because it's a nice buffer building, and it's also, of course, adding some of that city flavor to it. It also has these nice counters there, so people can purchase the bread right there if they want to. Of course, they're not going to do that, but at least I give them the chance. Now, also, beer is out. We are completely out of it. We have wheat though, we have hops, so a brewery is needed, a second one. Breweries are dirty and ugly though, so they will be needed further outside. We already have one here, so let's place the next one to that. We have then 3. I mean, I knew my people were thirsty, but come on, this is without precedence. So these people really want to drink all day. I'm going to allow it, so we're building another brewery there. I don't want to have unhappy people. Now, who is starving this time? Planks we need to deliver, and I think labor is really completely done for. The kingdom, well, we have enough points there, so clergy, let's go for this one. I really neglected those poor priests for way too long. There it is in all its glory. Almost completed now. Our biggest church so far. I mean, what a beautiful building, really. And also, build the wooden keep has been completed as well. With that, we get also 5 weapons. There it is. Well, it's not looking like much yet, but holy cow, what a view around it. This is what I like. By the way, we could go ahead here right away because I've seen something. The wooden gate, we already have this path leading up to our thingy here. So we could, for example, just have a wooden gate down here, right? Nothing too dramatic, but still at least something there for people that want to get here. Now, we can assign our soldiers to this. We actually have 2 more, so let's have 3 soldiers actually attached to this one here, or well, assigned to this one. And I think we could now do the military missions with that. Send soldiers to help the king. This is easy. Distance is far though, and 100% chances of gold reward. And we could do this now. I'll prepare my troops right away, and send soldiers to help has been added, right? So this one here now. And now we get the mission, and we can now prepare our troops, and we do have 3 of them. And let's actually send... Oh, success probability is impossible with those guys. They are untrained. So we'll need to wait a bit for them to train. There's also some more planks being delivered up here. That's that. Also, at the same time, the rustic church has been finished. Rustic indeed. It doesn't even have a fence around it. And we definitely should provide a fence. Let's actually go with a iron fence this time. Even though it does look a bit darker. Is that iron now? It's not. Oh, actually, we want to continue. Yeah, let's continue with the wooden fence that we get over there already. So here. And then we have... let's go ahead with the wooden fence over here then as well. It just goes along this path then here. Perfect. So there we have at least something. And here would be the entrance then to my church building. We can still have some extensions here. So I'm waiting for that until we finished it so I know what we should make the entrance with. But that's looking fine for now. There's my soldiers arriving at the gate, at the keep, the gate, the keep's gate, and they're now waiting. Are they training? I hope they're training. They better be training. Okay, we do get actually an average success probability now with assigning them weapons to, right? So this would be something. They still need to be trained a bit. How much more time do we have? 18 days, right? So I think training them just means they have to be on the job and leveling up with that. Or we could also build a training dummy. I think this is going to do the trick. Let's have the training dummies. They can actually be here on the back, I think. Right, so that we get the training grounds. Let's build 2 of them for now. And that's probably it. There's also the visitor location where people can visit my keep there, I guess. Let's build those training dummies and they will then train and hopefully get better at what they're doing. Also, the bakery is coming along splendidly and my brewery as well. So both of them have all the resources. For the bakery, yeah, we really have to do it. We are completely unstable there with that. Berries is low, of course, because it's spring and we have the 75% penalty on that. Fish. I guess we're losing a fisherman. No, we don't. Then I probably will need to build a 3rd one. We don't have enough fish there in here. At least the clothes is fine. The beer still needs some push up there as well. No access to entertainment. Ooh, we are having no actors. So I guess because we don't have that many constructions anymore, I could just take my builders for that. Because we basically don't need that many builders there anymore. Actually, there's some finishing up. Let's assign those 2 for that. There were no jobs. Very good. Also, the next bakery is finished. So the second one, 2 bakers are assigned for it. They just need a bit of water. How good. There's the well for that. Let's just get all of that. And then we have a brewery here now too. The problem is though, yes, we are really completely out of people now of workforce. I've also reassigned lots of my builders already, so I can't get any lower than this. I need to wait for a bit more immigration. Who would have thought that we actually now need some people? I could tone down security. We need the wheat, as we can see, because we're not really full on that. My lumber camp hut probably doesn't need 3 woodcutters. We can do this. Who did I just now? Alicia. This gal here. She's working now in the brewery. Making beer. From chopping down logs to making beer. That's a pretty far step. My gate has been finished. A bit of romanticism here now. Perfect. Not that it's really needed. And then we have our training dummy. There it is. In all its glory. The second one still needs to be built, but this one should be ready for action, and I hope that my soldiers are doing something there. Pretty high. It's a pretty hike getting up here. Okay, despite the fact that they're still untrained for quite some time now, I'm still going to assign all 3 of them, and with that we also get the success probability of average. That should be fine for us, I guess. Let's send the troops. So that at least this mission here is finished for us. Also, an envoy is approaching once more. Please don't demand any more soldiers or something like that from me. Never really good. I'm happy to report that bread is officially plentiful again in my village. So the second bakery here is doing a fine job. We will probably consume also more flour because of that, but bread is beautiful. Fish is still a bit unstable there, and bread is really the only thing right now that we have in store. We do have cheese over there, but I think my cows are not really fully producing. Is that correct? Let's just have a look here. 2 dairy farms are without anyone, actually. Now they are. Perfect. There's that. No idea what is going on. The sheep farm here, we don't have enough people, really. And we also need entertainment. That is something that is quite important, actually. That's the wooden stage. What do we have plenty of? I guess, once again, we could go with a woodcutter, right? So then we have only 2 woodcutters now working, and one of them comes from transporter. We actually have a lot of transporters in the village, and we don't need all of them, right? So some of them have quite a few transporters working, but every building should at least have 1 transporter, but then it's fine. We need entertainment. It's not really there right now. Alright, I'm also working my way to the wine. I think we should be unlocking that soon. And the second brewery, is it working now? It's working, kind of like. Hops, we definitely need more. There's 3 hop farmers working already, and that's not enough. We could paint a bit more. We do have some further land here. Other than that, I will probably need to get us a second hop farm up there. Ooh, lots of space that we need to consume this way. And we probably will need to, yes, totally expand into this area. Let's purchase that one. The reason for that is we have the woodcutter close by, and we can make an extraction zone out of this, and this is more farmland that we can use. And the cool thing about this one is actually that we have the village, and this one goes then right into farmland, and then we're going into the mining business, right? And mining is very dirty and loud, and we should not have this close to residence. Having farms between, that's some green area, some nature, you might say, even though of course it's not nature, but it is nature stuff. It's looking like nature. It probably calms the people, and that's a good thing for us. Now send the soldiers. The soldiers are abroad now. Perfect, they're on their way. Let's just have a quick look what the envoy also wants to say. I shall assist. Oh, they want fish. We don't have that much fish, and I'm keeping it this time because I really don't need those points anymore. Also, oh my goodness, we discovered more mineral deposits far away from us. Those guys here, that's a lot. It's really a lot. But I think I already... A second gold wouldn't be so bad, I think. Other than that, good for now. We're just waiting now on the outcome of that mission. Onwards. Stay tuned.